Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita is defending a recent state-funded trip to the southern U.S. border. The AG says what happens at the border impacts us in Indiana.
Yeah, we've seen that in a lot of instances, but Democrats are also calling on the AG to pay back the state for the trip. Earlier this week, Fox 59's Kristen Eskow asked the Attorney General Rokita how he justifies that trip in an exclusive one-on-one. Here it is.
Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita returning from his second trip to the southern U.S. border in 3 months.
This border issue, this non-enforcement of our sovereign rights as a country isn't just an issue for border states, it's an issue for all states.
Rokita says the purpose behind the travel is to investigate illegal immigration's impact on Indiana, particularly when it comes to issues like human trafficking and the drug epidemic.
We're uncovering more and more evidence that shows that they're carrying fentanyl that can kill everyone in this state 10 times over.
Rokita confirmed the late January trip was paid for with state funds, but says no taxpayer money was spent inappropriately. He points out he drove to and from Texas.
Do you believe that's an appropriate use of taxpayer dollars to make those trips to the border?
Absolutely. I'm the chief law enforcement officer and legal officer here in the state of Indiana. So absolutely. When you have the federal government not doing its job, I think the states have to do their job.
During the trip, Rokita announced a multi-state lawsuit against the Biden administration to try to end a federal program that brings children to the U.S. from some Central American countries. Meanwhile, the Indiana Democratic Party is calling on Rokita to reimburse the state for his travel to the border.
Hoosier taxpayers should not be footing the bill off of his selfish political agenda.
Party spokesperson Drew Anderson says he believes the AG abused his office, arguing trips like these should be left to federal officials, not state leaders.
For these kind of trips, it should be a congressional elected official that, in my view, has the jurisdiction to make those trips.
From the Indiana State House, Kristen Eskow, Fox 59 News.
Now, on his way back from Indiana, Attorney General Rokita attended a Texas rally by former President Trump. The AG's office says the border visit and the rally were not coordinated ahead of time. We have filed a public records request to find out exactly how much that trip cost the state. That request is still being processed. We'll have much more coming up Sunday morning on this week's edition of In Focus. Benji.